Season 3, motherfuckers, we made it. People were saying Season 2 is a down point. Season 2 sucks. Some people stopped watching at Season 2. Fuck you talking about? In the words of Polly Walnuts, get the fuck out of here, suck a dick. Go suck a bag of dicks. In fact, suck a bag you at first assume is completely full of dicks, but as you near closer toward it to commence sucking, you realise it's actually a bunch of dick-shaped bags inside the initial bag, which, in and of themselves, envelope out into more dicks for you to suck. Because me personally, I thought Season 2 was alright. No, I really loved Season 2, all joking aside, so weird that the negative criticism comes from it. Like I said, the only thing I can think is that Season 2's like, not as street as Season 1, and I think these next 2 seasons are going to be some proper street shit again. Which I'm looking forward to, but I enjoyed my time in the docks. I feel like we just had a little holiday, did some fishing, and then we got to go back to city life and deal with the real shit, you know what I'm saying? But first, let us take a moment to mourn the losses of those who we held so dear in Season 2. Rest in peace to Frank Zabadka, obviously, and for me, rest in peace to D'Angelo. You died at the start of Season 2, and I will never forget you, D'Angelo. It wasn't the life for you, man. You should have went somewhere and been a fucking IT department dude or something. You would have had a great life. Rest in peace. And what a performance by that actor. And I still don't know that actor's name. Put it in the comments. Maybe we should at him on Twitter and try and get like an interview for the channel or something. I'd love to interview the actor that portrayed D'Angelo and see what he thought about the show and shit. If he could handle my Scottishness. Or any of the Wirecast for that matter. If any of the Wirecast want to get interviewed for this channel, I'd fucking love to talk to them. So at them on Twitter and tell them to talk to me, yeah? And we'll get this shit happening. I'll ask them all the hard, tough, real questions. Which there aren't many of if you were interviewing a member of the Wirecast. You'd just be like, so... you were in a really awesome thing, weren't you? What did you think of this awesome part? Was it awesome? Obviously I'd try harder than that, but there's not much negative or hard questions to ask a Wirecast member. And what was resolved and what have we still got? Well, what was resolved was all the doc stuff, and what we still got is all the street stuff. I mean, it was really leading into Stringer Bell and Proposition Joe and all of that shit last season, so I'm really looking forward to seeing where that story goes from where we left off last time. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this shit. I've been looking forward to this all week. This is episode 1 of Season 3, Time After Time. Let's check that shit out and see what it's saying to it.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm kind of sad. Them towers be home to me. You gonna cry over a housing project now?
I mean, are they not even still dealing in the terraces anymore? I know they had to give up half of the towers, but surely they still got their terrace and shit.
Terrace towers behind me, which sadly came to represent some of this city's most entrenched problems.
Oh wow, they're mourning it. Literally, it's getting demolished.
You are very soon going to see low and moderately priced houses built in their place.
It's always the same fucking speech you get about this fucking housing, and then within 5 years of it being erected, it's once again a ghetto.
They say something before, they probably wouldn't be tearing this tower down now. They could put a big ass sign in the front that says, "Here's where Malik Carr first got his dick wet." You know what I'm saying? Too.
It's a fair argument. I mean, you can't be keeping towers up just because once you got a little hand job round the back by the bins.
You ever seen this motherfucker when he walking out to the clinic, Burnt? Poop be like this. He looks like a backwards ass cowboy and shit. Instead of like this, my man walking like this. Dick looking like a fried chicken wing.
Raises several more questions, Bodhi. Why are you observing Poots so closely as he's making his way to the sexual health clinic? Did you have a hand in what happened to him?
Now what do you say? Are you ready for a new Baltimore?
Now this guy's talking a good game, but he could be another Clay Davis for all we know, so I'm not giving him any respect because he's wearing a suit and he's at a podium. My distrust meter raises instantly.
You live in the projects, you ain't shit, but you slaying product there? You got the game by the ass, man.
It's true. You are the Elon Musk of your scheme if you're a big dealer. Basically, shot for shot, word for word, the exact same shit that they do in every other city. They're always talking about putting some great new shit there, destroying some old lane to waste shit, but they're the ones that let it go to waste. Wow, that's one of the first digital effects I've seen on this show. I understand it would have been hard to actually find a building that was getting demolished and, you know, get the ability to shoot around it. Not everyone can be the Dark Knight out here, but it was actually almost jarring to see a slight bit of CGI there. I was like, whoa, hey, that's not real. Am I fucking tripping or is this the new theme? Let me just double check it's not like in one ear. Okay. You know what, I do like it better than the last one. This is like a fucking after hours blues club jam. Now I feel like they're just trying to be different with the theme for the sake of it. They're like, right, we've done the basic one, we did the fucking everyone's been demoted version, what can we do now? Fuck it, just press record, bang some shit, we'll make this work. And I'll be fucked if they didn't make it work. David Simon and Ed Burns. I haven't IMDb'd these guys yet. I wonder what else they have written since this and before this. Hey, Method Man, Season 3, welcome my friend. Get that paycheck.
What you mean? Cheese, man. I'm looking for cheese, man. Nigga, you ain't supposed to be dropping names and shit.
Calvin Wagstaff. I think I'd want to go by Cheese as well.
Saddle up and put another bat on the motherfucker.
Settle up and put another bet.
I thought this whole unit was closed at the end of this season. They seem to be in the same building that Valchek assigned them. I know they've probably got a major case unit now thanks to them clearing the models, but did they get assigned that same building? It seems outsourced from the police precinct. I didn't realise they were still monitoring anyone at this point.
You looking to get with him? Alright. Same thing as before? Same thing I tell him. Alright.
Well, this season's starting quite different in that they're already on the case of something and they seem to have a certain level of surveillance up and they're staking them out, all sorts.
What are you seeing?
Call comes into Cheese's number 2. He whispers in the man's ear and off they go.
Yeah, nothing to the call here.
It's funny, McNulty's doing the work now that usually would be for Herc and Carver. I take it they did leave then?
3 months. And we've yet to hear his voice.
Cheese is the one that's being all elusive and shit just now. That's a really low-ranking dude for them to be having such struggles with. Like, Brother Muzone took him out with a shoulder pellet, do you know what I mean?
See hands! See hands! See hands! Get to walk!
Again, this seems like quite pointless. This is like back to the beginning of Season 1. All they're gonna find is a couple vials on people or money.
Is that the stash? Fuck!
Yeah, that's what they should have actually waited for. They should have waited in the vehicle for someone to try and come move the stash. Or they should have observed until they saw the stash.
How about some backup?
Roger that. He didn't pop out on Gilmore.
Well, it seems like this is quite a large operation. Did they just call that helicopter in like that? That shows they got quite a big set of surveillance working on this shit now.
I'm gonna tell you one thing and one thing only about the Western boys you are playing with. We do not lose! And we do not forget! And we do not give up!
Calm down, Anonymous.
But if you make us go into them reeds for you, or if you make us come back out here tomorrow night, catch you on the corner, I swear to fucking Christ, we will beat you longer and harder than you beat your own dick!
Fucking hell, what sort of King Leonidas speech was that, you absolute abusive prick? Yeah, no one really got into your big speech there either. You just ruined the roof of a police car as well, that'll be $47,000. Go home.
Let them fed niggas know, we serious, right? Get it, get got, what?
Yeah, like you did on McCullough Street last year.
It's a Stringer Bell trying to pass on his macroeconomic knowledge in the funeral parlour.
Product, motherfuckers. Product. Chair recognized Slim Charles.
Chair recognise, are you trying to make it that professional now? You power tripping while Avon's in jail, Stringer.
How we gonna stand?
Yo, she ain't recognize your ass, man.
These motherfuckers.
How we gonna stand on some...
Come on, man.
Wow, this is so like a fucking school class.
Everybody making money sharing the real estate. Slim Charles.
But what if they don't cop out re-up, though?
Well, I'm gonna worry about that when it happens.
Again, this is foreshadowing some shit Avon was saying to Stringer back at last season. He's not ready for the street side of this shit.
Do the chair know we gonna look like some punk-ass bitches out there?
Motherfucker, I will punk your ass for saying some shit.
Frank.
What?
Poop did have the floor,
Shut
man.
the fuck up, man. This nigga too ignorant to have the fucking floor.
Never see Stringer like that.
Niggas need to start looking at the world in a new fucking light. Start thinking about this shit like some grown fucking men. Not some niggas off the fucking corner, you heard me?
Nah, this is coming across as some incredibly power-trippy shit by Stringer Bell. Avon never used to make people have to stand and raise their hand and all that dumb shit.
We charge what we have, we try to roll someone up at Cheese or one of Joe's other lieutenants.
Are you kidding? We don't have a case worth making yet.
And at this rate, we never will.
Huh.
For Christ's sake.
That's quite strange. So why would they do that? Isn't that like just cutting it short like the superiors were trying to do in season 1?
I can't ask for more time on a wire that's going nowhere. Either we figure a way to punch through the wall, or we let it go.
Okay, so it's setting up an interesting problem. So instead of starting from the start this time, they've got a problem, and they're already on the case.
And you got your backup looking all over the place because you don't know where the fuck you are. And that means I gotta explain to your next of kin how you went and got yourselves killed on my watch.
We saw this guy last season, but we never really spent much time with him.
That's east. Now, don't you think if you're in a foot pursuit, it might help your backup to know what direction you're running?
Were these guys trained by Herc by any chance?
Hey, Carl, where you at?
I'm at a desk outside the roll call room on the first floor of 1034 North Mount. My feet are facing west and my dick is pointing south-southwest.
Bonnie Colvin's been giving that speech as long as you guys been sucking air.
Did Herc actually train those guys? It wouldn't surprise me.
He raised up when we hit his corner and he grabbed this bag. We pursued and recovered the bag.
But no drugs.
And they whooped my ass.
Western District way.
So what did we learn?
Of course they whooped your ass, unfortunately, mate. They are shitty cops. I take it that was the guy Herc and Carver were threatening to go and work for last season, and they did actually go because they seem disconnected from the rest of the unit just now.
What's wrong with you? You passed up. Come on, man. Chill.
Oh, shit.
Man. You think you fucked up now?
That is actually the last thing Johnny needs.
Do it or don't, but I got some place to be. Thank you for your kindness. Y'all got to pay something, anything.
Wonder who that guy is. Seemed pretty chill about a fucking shot to the head there.
Hey, after the jump, man, we gotta go past Kmart.
Definitely.
It would actually make a great adventure novel following those guys. It would be grisly, but if you wrote out all the grim heroin shit, their adventures would be quite fun.
In answer to your question, Councilman, I can assure you that we've put additional tactical teams on a 7 to 3 shift in every eastern sector.
Flex Squad, that's what Herc and Carver are working for. I remember him saying that name.
Anything else?
Holy shit, by the way, it's fucking Littlefinger. Just a heads up, don't ever trust that fucking dude.
Can we get lunch?
Glad to, Mr. Chairman.
How about Werner's in half hour?
Half hour. Good.
You're dead in half an hour, Burrell.
If we take him off with a hand-to-hand, they gotta promote someone to replace him.
Yeah, why drag?
One thing about our boy?
That's Prop Joe's nephew. On his mama's side.
Ah, right. Oh shit. Proposition Joe's nephew. Okay, he is a good in. Proposition Joe did say he's got shitty nephews as well, do you know what I mean? So that'll be the one he was talking about last season.
He puts a finger in Jimmy Carter's face and says, so where's the money you promised me 3 years ago to fix up my streets and alleys?
Unbelievable.
Littlefinger's got a good little Baltimore accent going on, or whatever accent that is. I'm buying it so far.
He just called the president of the United States an SOB. He shrugs, he says, fuck him, I don't need him, he lost.
Well, yeah, that's politicians for you.
If you were smart, you'd come to me when the mayor shorts you. On hiring, on equipment, on overtime, on cars. You get the shit end of the stick, you come to me.
So is this guy a campaign financer?
In my capacity as acting commissioner, I report to Mayor Royce.
That's weird. It's like he couldn't be bought off there, but that's because he's already so corrupt for other people. It's so corrupt you're once again honourable. It's game full circle with his corruption.
You don't know. I know what beef is.
Hey, Avon the Dawn. Welcome to season 3, my brother.
I did 14 years. Well, yeah, you did you a little stretch, true. But you're still a soldier, right?
Avon's sizing this guy up before he comes out.
Game is the game. And the thing is, since the towers is gone, I'm gonna need to take my thing to some new places. You feel me?
I know they'll be introducing a few new characters this season. I just wish I could memorise their names as soon as I see them.
Take that number, man. When you out, you call. They'll hook you up, no problem. It's like a coming home gift. Alright?
The guy's definitely seems like he's got a lot of thoughts inside his head just now. He's not sharing with nobody, but 14 years is a long fucking time.
But so if you just take the short money, we'll get back at you tomorrow, man. We'll get you on the comeback.
Looking slick, Johnny. Looking slick.
See, we're a little short now, but tomorrow I'll be right back here with the four.
Joey said
no.
Well, at least they did prioritise pants over heroin. They probably just read their to-do list upside down.
What makes you think they'll promote the wrong man?
We do it all the time.
Burrell loves corruption jokes and ineptitude jokes. It just makes him laugh so heartily.
There's a rumor that she's going to take a run at the council seat. Maybe try to knock off Yonetta Perkins.
Well, that's my wife's business.
Yes, it is. But the mayor counts Yonetta as an ally.
So, if Daniels doesn't fuck up his wife's attempted campaign for a council chair, he will not get a commander position. So fucked up.
Oh, there they are. Oh, damn. They got great seats.
They did. They have awesome seats compared to you, McNulty.
Just a friend?
Nah, he's in the cake.
Yeah, she's probably fucking him. Your own fault, McNulty. She seemed like a good lady. You done fucked up.
No, you guys go. Your dad hasn't seen you all week. Now, don't take their jackets off because Sean's just getting over a cold, okay?
Jimmy, right? Dennis Kirpin.
McNulty's feeling very, very jealous all of a sudden. It's fine when it's him cheating on his wife. He doesn't like to see his wife with someone else.
Don't stay to the last inning because it's a school night. Bye.
Oh, McNulty did not like that shit. Fair play to his wife, man. She's entitled to happiness and to move on.
I'm thinking of becoming a woman.
Just in his own little zone. I'm finding this funny because it is a dose of his own medicine. And think how debaucherous he was that last season when he got pissed and he fucked that girl at the cafe.
I gotta go to work, alright? Mr. Jimmy's gonna... Ooh! He's gonna take me home.
McNulty better not tag Bunk's poor kid along with some like spy work on these two. Well, I still don't even know this guy's name yet, but he looks like he's a bit culture shocked by the changes in the community he was once a part of before he went to prison. Which would fucking happen in 14 years, damn. Well, that's good, he's still got family to go out to.
Rather than looking at this cluster of robberies you had along Monument Street, you chose to investigate each using separate personnel.
No, sir. 3 of those cases were commercial robberies.
His roles went up a position again.
Are you sure this guy wants to be selling you weight? Because we don't want to be forcing this.
I've been stroking this guy for 2 months, man.
That's not what he asked you.
This guy's ripe and ready came up. It ain't no thing.
To be fair, the last time he did undercover work, he got served by everyone, so he must be feeling quite confident in his abilities to do that shit by now.
You good, then? You good. That's it.
Take him down.
Well, they got him. Again, yeah, that guy is pretty good at his undercover work.
Somebody snitching! Shut the fuck up!
So proud of his little performance.
You know, Joey gotta give the bell's quarter to someone, right? My turn.
Our boy won't shut up.
Caroline, you say that like it's a bad thing.
Prop Joe's nephew is a fucking gift from the gods.
Got something for me?
See where Shorty's sitting at right there? You'll find a little help. But when you're ready, that's some real work for you, alright?
So this dude's getting fucked up. I wonder what for. Okay, so they just had like a package for him. That's dope. So I'm assuming that was just money. I thought they were telling him to beat up that guy, but no, they were saying like, see where he's sitting, grab that thing.
We were saying you fill out a lieutenant's uniform nicely. Makes an impression on the campaign lit.
That matters.
Now, Marla's a new face, taking on a long-time incumbent. Everything matters, I'm afraid.
Oh, this is setting up some really fucking politically bullshit in this season with Burrell back in the mayor and Daniels and his wife back in this candidate.
Jesus. Who called the media?
Oh, was it Littlefinger? He's a sneaky little fuck.
That idiot works for us, he'd be a deputy commissioner by now.
It's a very good point, Presbeluski. You would all be taking orders from that idiot.
Pre-majors can attend a community policing seminar in Miami, Florida.
Mr. Chairman.
What does South Beach have to teach this department about making Baltimore a safer place, Commissioner? I have no idea.
This guy's fucking going to task on these guys. Holy shit. I want to know exactly what his job is, where he can just like tear out a bunch of police majors and commissioners and shit like that in front of the press.
Not me, not my chair, not in this town. Oh no, the guy came off any whiter, he'd be see-through. But if that's it, come on with it.
Oh man, a lot of new characters again. Who the fuck are these guys Burrell's talking to now?
Get the murders down to under 250 for the year.
All due respect, Mr. Mayor, we're at 232 now.
What can you realistically do?
It's a really, really hard thing to just statistically decrease. How the fuck do you do that? A lot of murders are just impulsive or happen, you know, due to circumstances within 24 hours of shit hitting the fan. They're really hard to predict. Unless you just start going round arresting anybody with a fucking firearm or a mean face out here. Oh, what? They didn't even give him money. They're just putting him straight back in the game. I thought Avon was like talking about giving him some sort of cash relief fund for doing those 14 years, but nah, straight away, like, you want money, you gotta move them at yellow caps.
You can reclassify an ag assault or you can unfound a robbery, but how do you make a body disappear?
He makes a completely valid point. I don't know why Rawls would be so furious at that question. Like, what are you supposed to do if murder is prevalent in the city? Rawls looks fucking furious. What would he do?
What got into you? I was 6 months to about 30. I'm out the door on a major's pension. The hell they can do to me.
So he's leaving in 6 months.
How about a bug?
Bug?
Yeah, bug one or two of the big corners where these mopes hang. I'm watching those corners over on Ashland yesterday. I'm seeing dumpsters, weeds, maybe a utility pole.
It's not a bad idea. Like, at the end of the day, Hurricane Carver's idea with a microphone in the ball was, like, in theory, a decent idea last season. If they do a more sophisticated version of that, they may get quite a lot of information.
Don't you let him go soft on this.
It's you against the world, is it?
Yeah, McNulty always seems to take this stance. Yeah, he never seems to realise when he's pushing it as well. He always knows best, doesn't he?
I'm a long motherfucking way from the police. I just finished a 14-year bit in Jessup. Got a package as a coming home present. G-Pack.
Well, why not sell that shit your own self?
Wow, he's being very straight up and honest.
Cool. Give your shit to my boy. He good with it. Then come past tonight. Alright.
That's cool. I like the fact, like, I didn't know what he was on there, if he was on some beef, if he was on doing this or that, but he just went up to the guy, broke down the situation 100% honestly, and now hopefully he's going to get some money from it. You got to respect that approach. He's just looking to turn that into money. He was hoping to open the bag to find money, not a G-pack of fucking heroin.
Possession. And some loitering.
Loitering?
And behaving like assholes in the presence of sworn officers, boss.
This guy is so disenfranchised with the police. He looks above, he sees some bullshit. He looks below, he sees some bullshit. No wonder he's retiring early. Fucking hell. He must be so frustrated in the position he's in. Going through the old Barksdale files. That's a bit fucked up. Avon ain't even out of jail yet, bro. wonder why he was just driving past, checking them all out like that. Again, just, I suppose, just on a street level, seeing the lack of difference made in general. None of it means anything.
The hell is all this?
You don't look at what you did before, you do the same shit all over.
It's a good point. I mean, fuck it, if he wants to brush up on it and make sure he didn't miss anything and shit, it can only help the case, surely. Did McNulty know that D'Angelo hung himself? I'm assuming he does.
Some bad luck there. Yeah, police came through, snatched up a ground stash or two. Shit happened to be yours.
Oh, fuck, he's gonna do that to him. He might be in trouble.
Back in the day when a player tried to say he lost a package to the police, he had to give up a number for the report.
We ain't back in the day.
I wonder how that guy's gonna take that shit. I like that old protocol as well, that if someone's getting busted, they have to hand in the number for the report.
One male. Date of birth,
You up
10,
or you not?
2668. Go ahead. Last name, John.
Fucking idiot. Guy is an absolute amateur.
75.
I feel so sorry for this cop, man. It was the same last season as well, actually. Like, the few times we saw him, he was just like, this is all fucking pointless. What's the point of this? And now this season as well, he's just like, what the fuck? Fuck this shit. Oh, man. Poor guy. Okay, and that was episode 1 of season 3 of The Wire, again and again. And I will be back again with my thoughts on that in just a minute. So, again and again, what did I think of that? I feel like every episode 1 of a Wire season is a bit of a crash course in new characters, new scenarios. It sets up all the plot lines for that season, but because of that, the first episode of every Wire season is somewhat overwhelming when trying to intake these new character names and who they're all positioned and what they're doing and shit. Let's think about this logically. So the new characters we saw, I believe it is the same actor that plays Littlefinger in Game of Thrones. I don't know exactly what his job is yet, but he seems like he's the guy that can crack down hard on, you know, really high up police people if their numbers aren't satisfactory to the city. So he must in some way, I think they said he was 1st District. I do not know what that is or why that has any sort of power or what the fuck that means, but yeah, his character straight away, I don't know if he's underhanded or what his motivation is, you know, because he said to Burrell, if you have trouble with the mayor, just come to us and we can fund you for extra equipment and units and whatever you need, and Burrell turned him down and says, I'll work with the mayor. I don't know if that was his motivation to then decide to be so hard on the police precinct or not, but I guess we'll find out this guy's motivations and they'll be made more clear as the season goes on. And then yeah, this guy, again, I don't know his name yet, but the dude that's just been released from jail, he seems like an honest dude, man. He was just trying to honestly get a split on the G-Pack that Avon gave him. By the way, he should have mentioned to that dealer that, you know, he was directly given a G-Pack by Avon Barksdale. Maybe that would have caused the dealer to treat him with a bit more respect. But yeah, instead, the guy tried to bullshit him. So my big question leading into this next episode is, what the fuck is he gonna do next? Is he gonna take that? Like, a dude that's just on a 14-year bid, obviously he doesn't want to reoffend and go back to jail, I'm assuming, but he's also went to jail for a reason. His brain is built in a way that I'm assuming doesn't cater well to being disrespected, and that dude severely just disrespected him, robbed him of his money, and fucking pointed a gun at his head. That is surely meriting of a response. But whether or not he tries to handle that, you know, like, fuck it, I've just been to prison, I'm just gonna take that and like move on, or who knows what he's gonna do next, we'll have to wait and see. And then there's these 5 bodies that have popped up around the city. They said it was with a 38. I might be wrong, but isn't that the gun Omar's using just now? Because he had to leave his shotgun. I think someone in the comments mentioned that, which is why it's stuck in my head. So I wonder if it's Omar just going about killing people. That poor police officer as well, I don't even know his name, but just we've watched a person get disenfranchised by their job by looking at the city. Like last season we saw him looking at shit and he was like, this is all fucking pointless, like looking at the arrests on a street level, and then we saw him looking at the city around him and just seeing how little of a change it made. And then he's looking above him at these higher up meetings and realising how trivial and bullshit it all is, and then looking down below him to the people that are working directly under him just being inept as fuck. Oh my god, this poor guy must be headbutting walls at night. I hope he retires and lives a happy life off his fucking major pension. And also, we did see a quick scene of McNulty looking up D'Angelo's old shit and finding out that, I don't know if on that computer screen it just said that he'd been sent to that prison, or if it also included the information that he'd committed suicide. I wonder what McNulty will make of that, and if he already knew that. And Stringer Bell is power tripping like a motherfucker, making people raise their hands and stand like it's a classroom and shit. Really, really, really strange way to conduct yourself. And also shows that, like, in season 1 I said Stringer would be a better leader than Avon. He wouldn't. That type of leadership might install fear in those that are fearful, but it would breed contempt in everyone. And sooner or later someone like that just wouldn't hold their job for long. You know what Avon has? Avon has respect. He conducts himself as a leader well, good leadership qualities, and also he's got that street level shit on lock. He understands the street and shit way better than Stringer. So I take it back. Stringer would not be a better leader than Avon. Stringer's best position was to be a number 2, somewhat of a rational / financial advisor to Avon, but other than that should keep his mouth shut and count his fucking money. A small insight into what kind of leader Stringer Bell would be should he be given full power. And by the looks of it, he's a piece of shit. I don't know a single person that would leave that funeral parlour meeting not being like, wow, this dude's a fucking dick, bro. When is Avon getting home? But yeah, a really good start to season 3, and I'm looking forward to seeing what episode 2 has in store. If you've liked this video, click like, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more videos like this, and ring the bell to be notified as to when they're dropping. If there's anything you want to talk about or discuss, just comment down below. And share this video around to just like 1 or 2 people if you think this is a good reaction channel, you think it deserves to grow. It's all on you guys to help this shit build with me. I'm gonna keep doing it, which is my part and your guys' part. Here, share it to one person you think might appreciate that shit and see if they don't want to watch it along with us. Or you can support me directly. My Patreon link is in the description. If you become a patron, you get access to exclusive polls and posts. You get access to these reactions I put on YouTube about a month and a half in advance, and you also get access to full-length versions of everything I react to. So you just sync up your copy of The Wire with my full-length reaction and bang, we can sit, chill, watch the full thing together. So consider becoming a patron, link in the description. It helps me and the channel out so much. And until next time, I have been BA, peace.